We're going to talk some card collecting tonight. And Mike, welcome to the show.
Oh, thanks, Mark. Glad to be here.
Good to have you here. I see we've got, we'll start off with, get this out of the way real quick.
Sure, okay.
Coming up on April 24th at the Village Inn, we've got a card show coming up. Admission is free. It's going to be April 24th from 10 in the morning till 6 at night, if we can get a close-up on that somewhere. Anywhere, it doesn't matter. If you would like to have a table there, if you've got cards that you want to sell, there is a charge to have a table there. You can contact Mike at Cards Galore at 397-4880 and get signed up for that if you have some cards you want to sell.
Yeah, I've only got about 5 tables left.
5 tables.
They're going pretty fast.
Wow, that's excellent.
Pretty good turnout.
Sounds like it. Let's start off. Let's talk a little bit about who's hot and who's not right now.
Well, like last time, it's Shaquille O'Neal.
Shaquille, I mean.
Who else? Speaking of which, I got a Future Stars back in here, and I just about fainted when I came across his autograph card in a classic draft.
Right.
They say there's only 150 of them, and it's $1,200 already, Mark. What do you think about that?
That's incredible. I mean, this guy is just, he's amazing.
Yeah.
Now, that shows the college cards, right?
College and minor leagues. You bet.
What's his regular classic card going?
Well, that hasn't gone up too much. It's the inserts mainly what are really going for a premium dollar. They're like the LPs, and then you've got his classic gold set, which came out also in the Beckett, and that's valued at $550 already, and there's only 8,500 of those. And then of course you got your Skybox insert and your Beam Team and Stadium Club, and all those are just going through the roof.
Upper deck
well, your Upper Deck, yeah, that's the redemption card. That's only $15. That's pretty minor considering that his LPs are all going over $150 and his Skybox inserts $60, and his autograph $1,200, but there's only 150 of those. So.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have one of those.
Yeah.
Besides Shaquille, who's hot in the NBA right now?
Well, Phoenix,
Charles Barkley, Danny Ainge.
Definitely.
The guys, Kevin Johnson.
Oh, you bet. Phoenix is going to be right up there with the top 5 easily.
Definitely, along with.
They're going to go all the way this year. I don't think they can be stopped. Barkley's really being pretty hot this year, but you know, I don't want to put down the Blazers. It's just that Phoenix is just a powerhouse this year. They had some pretty good trades in the off season and during the season. They've traded for some.
Yeah, they really did. I'll tell you, they made all the right moves, and Portland, it looked like was going to make some good moves, and they got Rod Strickland, Mario Ellie, Dave Johnson, Tracy Murray, some really good players, some good future players, and Dave Johnson and Tracy Murray and Reggie Smith.
Yeah, if they can just...
they need to gel, though. They need to gel as a team, and they need to get Clyde healthy again. Once they get Clyde healthy again, I think you're going to see a whole different team. You know, Clyde was starting to come on again, then he twisted that...
hamstring.
Pulled a hamstring against Boston. Coincidentally, that's who Portland's playing right now, even as we speak, is Boston. They're at the half, and last I heard, 60-56, I believe, was the score. That one, Portland up by 4 at the half over the Boston Celtics. Let's do it, guys. I don't know. As hot as Boston is, I still think that until they actually do, until somebody else actually does win the Western Conference, I think the road to the finals still has to go through Portland. You know, they're struggling, but if they can get Clyde back,
you bet.
And start playing with the intensity they've been playing with lately in the last few games, they're going to be hard to beat. You know, with Clyde healthy, Jerome's healthy again, I think you're going to see a whole different team. So I think the road to the finals still has to go through Portland in the West until somebody takes that away from them. They're the defending Western Conference champs. I mean, you can't take that away from them.
Nope.
And I still think that it's going to have to go through them. I do believe that Phoenix is probably going to end up being out on top, but you know, that's a wait and see type of thing.
You bet.
But
yeah, Charles Barkley's rookie cards. That's a really good one to key on right now.
Definitely.
I think it's already valued at $150. His Flair rookie card, an 86-87 Flair. That's been taking $25 jumps.
Yeah, it's.
I'd say he'll be a couple $100 card before the end of the season.
Oh, easily. Clyde, I did see a Clyde Drexler rookie card up in Beaverton the other day, and they're selling for about 130 up there. So he's
but unfortunately it's only valued at 80 though.
Yeah,
so you got to watch your Beckett guide. But of course it's Portland, and you can
hometown is going to be worth a lot more.
Oh, you bet.
If you have any questions about card collecting, call in 397-5886. Talk to myself or Mike. We're both big collectors.
All the Beckett's here. If you got any
questions on what a card's worth, call in. Ooh, check this out. 92-93 Fleer Shaquille O'Neal.
All right, look at that.
That's my fellow commentator Kevin Thornton's personal card. The bomb. Pulled one out of a pack of cards, and what's that? That's valued about $8, isn't it? Somewhere
yep, you bet. Yeah. You bet.
So that's a pretty good card for a
That's
buck.
probably the cheapest one that you could get of them.
Yeah. You know,
besides the slam dunk card, that's about 4 or 5 you probably could pick up for. But of course they don't sell for that. But that's about.
I'll tell you, as many packs of these things that I buy, I never find a Shaquille card. A friend of mine who doesn't even collect cards picks up a couple of packs. What does he do? He gets one. So go figure. You know, I'm gonna have to stop collecting, and then we have a phone call.
All right.
You there, caller?
Mark?
Yeah.
Yeah. I got a couple of cards I'd like to know about.
Okay, can't quite hear you, caller. You're gonna speak up a little bit.
Can you tell me some prices on a couple of cards I got here?
Okay.
Okay, I got it's a 1986 France rookie Terry Porter card.
Franz rookie Terry Porter. About
$10 to $15.
$10 to $15 on that one.
Okay, and I got this. Let's see, what kind is it? World class Jerome Kersey limited edition autograph.
Okay, now those are the ones that are put out by Kermit. I'm glad you brought that up, because next week on the show will be the man who puts out those cards. Kermit Washington will be here in the studio with us. And I believe the Jerome Kersey one is valued at around $27 to $28.
Yeah.
Real close to $30. I've got one of the cards myself. I've got a Buck Williams autographed one of the world class, and really the investment potential for those right now isn't real big. Even though there is an autograph on it, they are limited edition to 5,000, except for Clyde's, which is limited to 10,000.
Yeah.
I did talk to Kermit. They are trying to. Right now, they're not an NBA licensed card. That's why you'll see on the jerseys and the pictures, you won't see the Blazer logo. All you'll see is that black and white stripe.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're not an NBA licensed card, they cannot use the Blazer logo.
Yeah, wait till they win a championship.
Oh, definitely. I mean, those will go up.
And you can name your price.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. But right now, and like I said, I did talk to Kermit on the phone the other day. They are trying to get licensed by the NBA to get those cards licensed. So once that happens and they have autographs on them, watch out, because those are going to be hot property. Not a whole lot of people know about them right now, so that does help. But
because they probably ended up in safety deposit boxes.
Oh, definitely.
There's not too many of them available right now. I haven't seen too many of them.
I have a brother in Mesa, Arizona that bought the full set of the Blazer ones, and he was, he spent the money on them. And there is a Clyde Drexler Olympic card that's limited to 1,000 cards, and I believe
let's see what that one.
100 of those. 100 of those are signed.
I didn't take a look at that one in this packet yet.
Is that in there?
Yeah, that Clyde Skybox.
Oh, okay. Well, this is one actually put out by World Class. They do have.
No, it's 60 and going up. The one, the USA one in Skybox.
Okay, the Skybox.
The limited one that you had to send in for.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
It's still 60.
You still there, caller? Apparently
Nope.
not. We got to talking so much we didn't give him a chance to. Well, he did. He said he had a couple. So, again, 397-5886 is the number. Go ahead and call in for your questions on card collecting. We're talking card collecting with Mike Davis of Cards Galore right now. Usually by this time the phone's ringing off the hook, so hopefully people will start calling here, and we'll talk some more card collecting. Baseball season's coming up, Mike. It's just around the corner. Regular season is going to be starting here in about 2-3 weeks.
Yep. Spring training and
Yeah, spring training.
Nolan Ryan's last year, so
He's going to be a hot property this year.
yeah, I'm as of right now, I'm interested in buying a couple old Nolan Ryan rookie cards.
Yeah.
Well, not necessarily a rookie, but
Yeah.
a couple earlier ones to put in my safety deposit box
Definitely.
for the future
Definitely.
to come.
We have a phone call.
All right.
Go ahead, caller.
Mark,
Yes.
looks like you got a bit of a shiner there under your left eye.
What? No.
No.
Left eye.
It's the lights. Well, I don't know if my left from my right tonight. No. That's probably just the lights.
I was just kind of curious there. Just
Yeah,
checking.
my woman beats me, okay?
Jeez.
Yeah, she's... yeah, don't get a shot of her. We don't want to break the
Well, I
camera.
was wondering, that Shaquille O'Neal has to be the college card? Those are the only ones that are worth that
The
much?
classic.
The classic.
Right.
What's the question now? Is that the...
Are the ones with the college cards are the ones that are worth that much right now?
They're not worth quite as much because they're not NBA licensed, obviously.
Except for the LPs.
Yeah, the limited prints that are going to be worth the bucks. Essentially, I think you're going to see, probably his Skybox, and I would imagine, I don't know.
Flare Ultra
His
hasn't
Flare
come
Ultra.
out yet.
Yeah, Flare Ultra hasn't come out. That should be a hot property.
Stadium Club's just skyrocketing.
Yeah.
It's like valued at already $25, and then he has a member's choice, and that's about 10. And then he has a Beam Team card. That's a randomly inserted one. That's already selling for $300 to $350.
Wow.
So.
Are you a big Shaquille fan, caller?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think
yeah?
it's great. I was kind of wondering, this is kind of off the subject, but who do you think is going to win SummerSlam this year?
SummerSlam. I don't even know who's going to be in SummerSlam. I know WrestleMania is coming up here in the next couple of weeks.
Got any favorites?
Any favorites?
Minor.
Oh, jeez. I don't know. I really don't know.
You ever think about giving that a try?
What, pro wrestling?
Yeah, you kind of look like a pro wrestler, Mark.
I'll tell you what.
If the money's right.
If the money's right,
you
I'll
bet
do anything. Geez, I'd be a ball boy for the Bulls or the Blazers for the right money. I don't know. I thought about it at one time. I figured, a few hundred a week. It's more than I make in a month. Just about. Yeah, sure. I gave it some thought, but I thought, nah, I'm against breaking bones.
I don't know. It's pretty safe, actually.
Oh, well, yeah, unless you screw up. Unless you screw up on a move, it's land wrong or something, then you...
I don't know. I think it'd be pretty fun.
It might be interesting. Blazers 62, Boston 50. 56, excuse me. It looked like a 0. 62 to 56, Blazers on top in the third quarter, early on.
Do you think Buck Williams' lazy eye affects his shot very much?
It could. I don't know. It's hard to tell what's been affecting Buck this year. He hasn't.
I know,
been
he just hasn't been his regular self.
No,
Yeah, well, obviously it's not his catting around with the minors.
No, he hasn't done much of that. Jerome might be attributed to that.
Yeah,
Jerome's been fired up since he got out of Utah. He's been a happy camper. I don't know. I think a lot of what's affected the Blazers is the Utah scandal. I think that they were playing some pretty good ball up until then. In fact, they had just beaten Utah, and they were starting to hit their stride a little bit, and then this Utah scandal came down, and everybody started just pointing fingers at everybody else on the team, and I think it affected the way they thought about the game, the way they played the game, and they started losing. And I think personally, I feel that was like a media thing from Utah to try and throw the Blazers off a little bit, and I think it may have worked. I don't think what came out was a lot of really what happened. So, anything else?
Yeah, well, what do you think is going to happen to Jerome about that?
Hopefully it's all dead and buried and behind him. I hope the people don't bring any lawsuits against him, because that could really kill. Well, I mean, Jerome's loaded with money anyway. I mean,
Yeah, really.
a couple million ain't gonna hurt him,
Yeah, I heard a rumor, though, that he was going to be leaving next year because of this.
I'll tell you what, it wouldn't surprise me a bit. It would not surprise me a bit if the Blazers traded Jerome Kersey and Kevin Duckworth right off the bat. As soon as they're out of the playoffs, I think you're going to see them hit the road, pack them up, and ride them out on a rail if they don't do well. And it may not be the fault of Jerome and Duckworth, but they're going to be scapegoats. I think Jerome with his recurring knee injury, and Duckworth with his overweight problem, and
yeah, it's just too bad we couldn't afford to come up with enough money for Hakeem. Olajuwon.
Now he's signed a 4-year contract extension, so forget about that.
He's out of the picture.
Maybe we could trade 8 players for Shaquille or something.
Yeah, right.
The whole team.
Trade the whole team except Drexler.
Yeah, really.
Start fresh with Drexler and Shaquille, and then bring in a bunch of $100,000 rookies or something.
It's not that simple, though.
No, I know. I mean, do you think we need a coaching change? Do you think maybe we don't need to change players, but maybe change coaches?
I saw Rick Adelman in Portland the other night, and I talked to him and said, how do you think about that Utah thing? And he said, well, I just like to put it behind us and hope it doesn't affect our play. So I don't know.
Do you think it has? Do you think it's affected it?
I don't know.
I think it has. Yeah,
I think it's starting to get back up, though, now again.
Well, I hope so.
I really have to say so.
I hope so. I think you'll see if we can beat Boston tonight. Boston's been struggling a little bit this year too, but I think if we can beat them, it's going to be a good sign of things to come for the rest of the season. So it's just going to be a wait and see attitude. Then you got your third quarter blues with the Blazers. They always choke during the third quarter, so we'll see what they do in this Boston game. Keep getting updates. Anything else you want to talk about, caller?
Well, your shirt, I kind of like to say something about that. I kind of like that
shirt. Yeah.
Where'd you pick that up?
It was given to me by what's her name? Dana. Yeah, that's it.
What's her name? I thought that's your girlfriend.
Yeah, something like that. She's a girl and she's a friend, so I guess that constitutes a girlfriend.
We get a shot of her. I've never seen Dan before.
Oh, look at that cat fight. Cat fight like cats and dogs, right?
Okay.
This
is that Kevin Thornton that I heard so much about?
That is Kevin Thornton right behind. Kevin will be on here a little bit later too. We're gonna talk to him a little bit too.
He's kind of the phantom. Nobody's ever seen him, but I heard so much about him.
Well, did you have a chance? Did you have a chance at all to watch that St. Helens Astoria basketball game?
Well, I was there.
You didn't see him?
No.
He was standing right next to me, doing commentary.
I was watching the game.
Well, I know, but every once in a while you got to look up and cheer on those Channel 9 guys.
He's gonna be on you with Kermit next week, though.
I don't know. It all depends if he wants to.
Oh man.
I think everybody wants to be on it with Kermit here.
Tell you what, let's have revolving co-hosts filter in through here if we get.
Well, I gotta get going, Mark.
All right, hey,
I'll talk to you later.
Thanks for calling, man.
All right, bye.
Bye now. 397-5886 is the number. Call in, talk card collecting. If you have a certain card that you want to know what the value of it is and you're not sure what it is, call in. And we've got Beckett magazines coming out our kazoo here, so call in and find out what a card's worth. Again, I'd like to mention on the 24th of April there will be a card show at the Village Inn from 10 to 6. Admission is free. If you want some more information on that, contact Mike at Cards Galore, 397-4880. He does have 5 tables left if you want to get down there and get signed up to sell some cards. If you have an overabundance of cards like I do, Geez, I think I got about five.
You got most of them from me, I think.
Yeah,
so.
I think most of them from you. So, gee, maybe I could sell some back. You know.
Yeah, I'll take all your Shaquille's.
Yeah, I've got one.
Yeah.
And it's in the blister pack. We have a phone call. Go ahead, caller. Hello? Do we have a phone call?
Hello. Yes, I'm wondering, what is like a Michael Jordan upper deck on those McDonald's cards that they're giving out?
About $2 is what they're going.
$35 a set. $30 to $35 a set.
The whole set.
My friends got them. I was wondering what kind they are.
They're made by Upper Deck.
Yeah, they're put out by Upper Deck. The whole set runs between $30 and $35. Jordan being worth about $2, and I believe Shaquille's about $10.
$10. Yeah.
About $10 for his. So those are probably.
I think he's about the hardest one to get. Him and Clyde are the two hardest ones I've found to get. Hardest, and of course the hologram. If anybody has a hologram, bring it on in, and I'll give you about $5 a piece for them.
Wow.
Because they're the hardest. The hologram. I've opened up 50 some odd packs alone, and I haven't gotten a hologram yet. And that's of Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Have you had any luck getting a hologram yet?
No, in fact, I've only had one pack, and that was the pack that Dana gave me, and I had, I think, 2 Ricky Pierces and.
Oh boy.
Who's the other one?
That was a good pack.
Jeez, I don't even remember who the other one was. It was one New York player. I can't remember who. But I haven't had a whole lot of luck getting a hold of them. But I did talk to somebody in your shop the other day that said they opened up a pack and got 3 Shaquille's out of it.
Yeah, that's true. It happens, but that's a fluke.
That's where all the Shaquille's have gone, you know.
Yep.
That's why they're so hard to find. They put 3 of them in one pack. But, yeah, I've only got those 3. And so I don't know. I haven't really gotten into the McDonald's ones yet. I might maybe pick up a set somewhere down the road, but yeah, they're put out by Upper Deck, but they're a completely different set from their regular stuff. It's all limited edition stuff, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's only for a certain length of time,
Yeah.
and then they're going to discontinue, and it's not like an ongoing thing. It'll be a real limited production.
Yeah.
So you better hurry up and get them big
Grab
quarter
'em.
pounders with
Yeah,
cheese.
there you go.
Yeah.
Order enough of all of us out here, you know.
Every Friday.
Every
Friday I go to pick up supplies.
go to McDonald's. Pick
Well, I
up a
hit
couple
3 of them on my way. You know, I go by 3 McDonald's every time I go into Portland. So.
Still there, caller?
Yeah.
Anything else?
I was wondering, how many's in a set?
50.
50 of them.
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Alrighty.
Bye-bye.
Bye now. 397-5886. We're talking card collecting with Mike Davis of Cards Galore. Call in, find out what a certain card of yours is worth, and Mike knows a lot of these off the top of his head, I've noticed, but he may have to look up
70
a
to
couple.
64.
70 to 64, Blazer score. We have a phone call. Go ahead, caller.
Hey Mark, how you doing?
Good. How you doing, man?
Not bad.
What's up?
I just wanted to comment on your shirt. I love it.
Everybody's
Is
commenting on
that
the
of the Mike Brady collection?
Is that Mike Brady?
Oh, jeez.
No. This is out of the Dana Olson collection.
The Dana Olson
The
collection.
Dana Olson collection, yeah. So, I don't know. She bought it for me.
Did you get in a fight? Looks like your eyes kind of swollen up.
Oh, jeez.
What is this? No, it's just
It looks pretty good.
yeah,
It does look a little red on the TV. Might be the lights.
Yeah, I think it's the lights.
Did a muffler fall on you at work or something?
No. No mufflers fell on me at work.
Oh.
But thank you for your concern on it, really.
Hey, that's all right.
Jeez.
Actually, Dana beats me periodically, so I just want to make that public now. I am being beaten by my girlfriend, so I'm about ready to turn her over to the authorities, but.
Are you gonna do your little dance for us? Because you said you would last week.
Gee, I don't know if we're gonna have time.
How about the curly
this
shuffle?
week. The curly shuffle?
Do the
Jeez.
truffle shuffle.
The what?
The truffle shuffle.
The truffle shuffle? I have no idea what that is.
You know when you take your shirt off and jump up and down?
This is. Apparently, you guys like to see me make a fool of myself. Is that it?
Kinda, yeah.
Kind of. Okay. Well,
You said you would. You can't let us down.
Jeez,
no
my
more.
camera people are even getting into this.
No, I think you have to because you said you would last week.
Uh,
I'd never watch again if you didn't.
Oh, now come on, man.
Oh,
I'll tell you what.
you have to. You said you would.
2 weeks from tonight.
No, you
Come
said
on,
you
2
would.
weeks from tonight, man.
Will you wear your dance shirt then?
Well, I wear what?
Your disco dancing shirt?
This is. That's what this
Oh, it
is.
Do you have any clogs?
Clogs? No.
Yeah.
Hey, the 60s are coming back, buddy. Yeah.
What is this, man? Disco fever? What?
High heels,
Is this John Travolta?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Yeah, see?
beehive haircuts.
Yeah. 2 weeks from tonight, because that'll give us a chance to learn some dance steps, okay? Because I want to do an actual dance step for you, but I don't know any, so.
Do the achy breaky.
The achy breaky, I'll have to learn that one. I don't know that one. I'm gonna have to get the video. I'm gonna have to call and get the video, so you can
Just
get a
break
video.
dance for us tonight. You could break dance, couldn't you?
Tell you what, why don't you come down and dance for us on TV?
Huh?
Huh?
Yeah.
What? Shoes on the other foot now, right? Come on down, dance for us.
Did you have an afro before you shaved your head?
Did I have an afro?
Yeah.
No, but I went to school with a guy who had naturally curly hair and it looked like he had an afro.
Who is that?
His name is John Powell.
Yeah, I know him.
You know
he
him?
lives on, I won't say on the
John was like totally cool. He's living over in Idaho now.
Star Trek fan, man.
He's an everything fan.
Civil War.
Civil War buff, you got it.
Yeah, I know him. Personally.
Do you?
Yeah.
So do I. He's a personal friend of mine.
When's Kermit Washington coming?
He will be here a week from tonight.
Oh.
It has been confirmed. Kermit will be here. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. He's going to be talking to Michael Thompson to see if Michael will be coming down. And I'll give you the. I asked Kermit. I said, "Well, is Michael coming down with you?" And what he said was, "I doubt it. If you brought him down here, you would be taking him out of his natural element, which is in front of the TV with a can of beer." So I told him, well, I said we can supply the TV so he can watch himself if that's good enough, and maybe a non-alcoholic brew, we might be able to supply that for him.
Yeah, that'd be
But
great.
I don't promote drinking, on the show.
Did you see that on the screen there, Mark?
Huh?
It said dance mark across there.
Dance. I didn't see that. I'm not seeing that anymore.
no.
I can't see. It's not on my monitor, so
Oh, it isn't?
unless it's on my monitor, I can't do
Is
it.
that Rocky or JJ doing that little...
That's JJ. That's a higher power than me. That's
Really?
JJ. the man in the booth.
Dance.
How much is a Kermit Washington rookie card worth?
Kermit?
'Cause I have like 5 or 6 of them.
You got 5 or 6 of them? I got one. Let's
Jeez.
check that out, man. Are you like a big
You're
Kermit
gonna have
fan?
to get that autograph.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, there
Well, I
you
have
go.
3 of them autographed.
Do you really?
I seen him at the Best Bet, yeah.
Yeah, I got Michael Thompson's autograph on an 86, 87 Fleer up there. Let's see here. What in the heck year is it?
That's
Was it 73, 74? No, 74, 75. Kermit Washington rookie card, $1.50.
Oh, man.
ooh.
Not a whole lot, but he was really he played with the Lakers in the early 70s,
Yep.
Yeah.
and then came to the Blazers in I think 79-80 season. Played 3 seasons with the Blazers and then retired, I believe, because of an injury, wasn't it?
I'm really not sure.
I think so. I think it was an injury that cost him his career. So I don't know.
Well, what year was that when he punched Rudy Tomjanovich?
That always comes up.
That always comes out. Bro, we're gonna
That's
have to
famous.
I'll have to ask him that next week.
What if he goes psycho and has flashbacks?
Oh, jeez.
Me? Then I'll blame you. Yeah, I'll ask him that question. What? Ah!
Because you kind of look like him. You have the size and stuff.
Oh, jeez.
I look like Tomjanovich?
Huh?
Is that an insult?
No, you look just like him.
Well,
I mean, after surgery and stuff.
after surgery.
Oh, boy.
Boy, you guys must really like me out there,
the guy
don't
sitting
you?
next to you. I'm sure he thinks you look like him too. Do you think so?
Who, Kermit?
No, Mike. Does Mike think that you kind of look like Rudy?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
I've never
Mark's
seen-
one of a kind.
Oh, well, I agree there.
Thank God.
He's one of a kind.
Thank the good Lord for
You
that.
bet. Now, Mike Davis, don't listen to that name.
Yeah, see,
I went to
he's practically famous after being on our TV show.
I went to
twice.
junior high with 3 of them.
Who's that?
3 Mike Davises.
Really?
Where'd you go to junior high?
Me and 2 others.
I went to school with another Mark Johnson. I know. That's scary, folks. I know.
Who?
It's
Mark?
hard to believe.
Who was better
Hi,
at
Gary.
basketball? You or the other one?
What's that?
Who was better at basketball? You or the other Mark Johnson?
As far as I know, he didn't play basketball at all. So
You probably could have schooled him, huh?
Huh?
You probably could have schooled him.
I probably could have, yes. I'm just. They
You
didn't
played,
call,
didn't ya?
They didn't call me Magic for nothing, man.
You played, didn't you?
Did I? I wasn't on the team. I kind of explained it a little bit last week. I don't know if you were watching, but there was a lot of politics when I was in high school.
Well, don't feel bad. My sophomore coach told me I was too short.
Yeah. Well, I know part of what it was for me was I was overweight.
You
And
were?
And I still am. I'm
But you're comfortable.
way out of shape. I'm comfy. I'm comfy. Yeah, I'm
You lift
comfortable.
weights, though. Yeah.
12 ounces at a time.
Larges. Larges
64
pizzas.
ounces, you know. Nah, I don't do a whole lot of weightlifting. I'm not into that.
Really?
No.
I thought last week you said you did.
Huh?
I thought you said, maybe I was heard wrong, but I thought you did.
No. We're gonna get Kevin on here, man. He thinks
Get him
thinks
out
I'm
there
a
right
big.
now. Maybe he'll do a little dance for us.
He says not yet. He'll be on here in a few minutes, but
Try to get him to do the dance, though, right?
get him to do the dance for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a dancer. Do the earthquake. Yeah.
Is
There
he
we
a
go.
Chippendale dancer?
Am I? No.
No, it's Kevin.
Is Kevin? Yeah.
If the money's
he is.
right.
Yeah. If the money's right, he'll do
You bet.
anything.
No doubt. If the money's right.
Kevin and I actually talked about becoming a professional wrestling tag team at one
Seriously?
time. Yeah, we were serious about it,
What
man.
would you call him? What would you call yourself?
We were gonna go into Portland. We were gonna put on masks, and I mean, we figured we had between the two of us, we weighed over 600 pounds between the two of us, so we
Who
figured we
weighs
could just
more?
speed up the competition big time, you know, no problem, you know.
Who weighs more, you or him, probably?
Kevin says he does. And I would
He
have to
does?
agree. I'm about 289.
I thought it was at 286 last week.
I gained a few. I went off the diet bandwagon.
How tall is Kevin? He's
How
about
tall?
6'3", isn't he?
Yeah, how tall are you, Kev? 5'9.5". I'm getting that straight from Kevin's mouth here. He's in the studio. Kevin Thornton has entered the studio. It's kind of like an Elvis watch, you know.
Is he coming out there right now?
Pretty soon, real
What's
soon.
he going to talk about?
I don't know. What does he want to talk about? Let's find out what he wants to talk about. Kevin, what do you want to talk about?
I have no idea.
He has no idea. What?
What would you guys call yourselves if you were the tag team person?
If we were a tag team, what would we call ourselves, Kev?
I don't know, what was the name of the
I don't know.
Oh, gee.
I don't know. The unbelievable things. I don't know. I don't know. This is getting awfully weird, you know?
Do you have, like, movie cards, you know?
What's that?
Like movie cards, do you know how much they're worth?
Movie cards?
Yeah, like Rocky Dennis card.
My advice is to get a non-sporting price guide, and
Probably
they
the
do
best
have
one.
them available in Portland, and I
there's
can
a good
also
one.
order them.
There's a good one that Bill's Quick Mart carries
Oh yeah.
called Card Collector's Price Guide, and it lists a lot of your non-sports ones, and it's probably the most accurate one out there that I've seen. I get it because I've got my Andy Griffith card
Hey, Kevin.
set.
Hi, how you doing?
Not bad.
I've got what else have I got? I've got Desert Storm, Desert Shield, golf cards. Well, not sports, but they don't
Classic, country classics.
have it. Country classics.
I have those.
Yeah,
He gave me a set.
yeah. I gave Kevin a set of those country
I
classics.
got a set too
Yeah,
from you
What?
yeah,
in trade.
yeah.
What about the new penthouse cards?
The penthouse cards.
Oh, you
Mark
ought
should know
to
all
see
about
the
those.
you ought to see the centerfold cards that I had in here.
The what?
The centerfold.
Really?
You're gonna be 18 to
Do
buy them,
they
of
have, like,
course.
porno cards and stuff? Like porno movie cards?
No, they just had your basic
Hustler
nudity
and-
cards.
Yeah,
I bet, like, a
Hustler.
John Holmes would be worth a lot.
Jeez.
We're getting off the beaten path, guys.
They may not be able to get it all on one card.
What's
It's a 3-card set, I hear.
They'd have to use a wide angle. Wouldn't
Wide-
they?
Wide angle.
Very wide.
Now I'll tell you, in the latest issue of
It'd have to
card.
be at least 14 inches long.
Oh, jeez.
Guys, this is getting a little off the
The
beaten
camera,
track here.
I mean.
Yeah, I bet you're a basketball player.
Now, in the current issue of Card Collector's Price Guide, I did notice they're coming out with a set of cards called Real People cards, where All you got to do is they've got a card you can fill out with your name. And I don't know if you have to send a picture yourself or they'll come out and take a picture. You can be on a trading card. And
Really?
yeah.
That's great.
And they'll be distributed all over. And so I was thinking about doing that so I could have my own rookie card. But
You bet.
Yeah, my own rookie card.
yeah, wouldn't it be great? We've all
That's a slick
how much
thing
it'd
you
be
got
worth?
there.
about 50 cents.
Probably less than that.
That's cool.
But I thought about doing that. Oh, look at this! We got Kevin
All
inserted right in.
That is rad. Does Kevin have a girlfriend?
No.
You don't?
No.
He's recently.
What is this guy's name
The
anyway?
gruesome twosome.
The gruesome twosome.
There you go. That's our tag team name. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We're gonna go into Portland tomorrow and.
Actually, I think wasn't it the Pukes of Hazard?
Pukes of Hazard.
Pukes of Hazard.
Pukes.
Yeah.
I'm Bo and he's Puke.
Or how about
Oh,
the Fun Bunch?
The Fun Bunch. There we go.
2
Anyway.
tons of fun.
2 tons of fun. Or a ton of fun or something. I don't know. Anyway, you still there, caller?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is your car fast, Mark?
Is my car fast?
Because you work at Cashway and stuff. I thought
I work.
you might
Yeah,
check it out.
I'm gonna drop a 302 V8 in it. Get rid of that dinky little 4-cylinder and just drop a V8 in it and just have the quickest escort wagon in town.
Yeah.
So.
You graduated in '85, didn't you?
Yes, sir, I did.
I seen that bumper sticker. Where'd you get that?
You've seen
at?
the bumper sticker on my car that says I heart the class of '85.
I think probably Mark Evans could help you out a little bit.
Oh yeah. Mark Evans is big.
Yeah.
Well, he's a Mopar man.
Yeah.
He
He could drop him. He probably can do anything to your
Oh
car.
yeah.
Your car probably go like 130, wouldn't it, Mark?
Oh, it goes faster than that. I've been in it.
Not the way gas prices are going.
That's .13.
.130 miles an hour. Yes. No, it tops out about 85.
You've had it going that fast?
Trying to think of how fast it. Well, I don't want to get in trouble with the cop. Well, they can't do nothing. Not unless they catch me.
Are you gonna put hydraulics on
They
it?
gotta catch me first.
Have you ever thought about putting hydraulics on it so it like bounces like a Mexican cars?
No, I've never. Not until I get a decent car that I can do that with. If I had like a '65 Mustang or something,
Or an Impala or a big, like Torino or something.
Torino maybe. An
Like,
older
would you
Torino.
carpet the dash though? Maybe, I don't know.
I don't know. It sounds like we're getting off the beaten path of sports.
Oh, that's
talk,
right, sports.
Yeah.
But
Back to Buck Williams' lazy eye. Do you think that really affects him?
a little bit. It may affect him a little bit, but I just don't think he's playing with the intensity that he's had in the past couple of years. And I don't know if it's the fact that they've played so many games the last couple of years in the postseason that they're just tired. I know Clyde is. Clyde's got to be real tired.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Playing in Barcelona and.
This
playing
injury
last-
will give him,
4 years.
help him out a little bit. It's
I'll
not
give
helping
him a
the
rest.
team out, but it's going to help him out in the
Yeah.
long run.
Yeah, it will.
Oh, that's good. We're gonna move the table on here. Yeah, here's your Shaquille card back.
Yeah. I
Keep
want
that in good shape too, dude.
Yeah, I was really surprised to get that.
Excuse me.
Before we get off of here tonight, I do want to read. I got a couple of pieces of fan mail. I told them if I did receive them, that I would read them on the air. So I might as well go ahead and do that now. These are from the
Well, I'm gonna go now, Mark. All right.
All right. Hey, thanks for calling.
Hey, you have a good night. Hey, rub Kevin's belly for good luck for me.
Yeah, right. Tell him to rub it himself.
I know who it was now.
He put a lottery ticket thing down his shirt for me.
Oh, he knows who it is
I know who you
now.
are.
I think you remember that, don't you, Kevin?
Yeah.
I don't think it was
I
on your shirt,
remember
though.
that. You still didn't win, did you?
No.
Yeah.
So what do you
I
want
think
him
it
to
was
rub his
unlucky.
stomach for good luck for if he didn't win with you?
I think it was more unlucky than lucky.
Well, you asked him to do it.
You didn't actually tell me where to rub it.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
no.
just told me if I, just asked me if I'd rub it for good luck.
We won't discuss where he rubbed it.
We don't have to get nasty here.
No,
but
no. That's fine. Anyway, I'm gonna read the two fan letters that I promised that if I did get them, I would read
I'm
them.
gonna go now. See you later.
All right, talk to you later.
Bye.
Take care.
Bye, Kev.
These are from the Superfans Club. This one is he calls himself Jacques Strap. So this is from Jacques. It says, "Dear Mark, I feel you are really an inspiration to all sports, and I feel that you are the commentator of the county, surpassing John Brown of KOHI." Right on, our John Brown Burns worked.
Yeah.
Good deal.
Yeah.
I admire the Channel 9 team greatly. My question is, did you play any high school sports? No, I did not. We have another telephone call? Can I finish the letter first? Okay. Hang on, caller. I'll be right with you in a second. If so, which ones? Not really. Do you currently hold any records at the high school or college level? No, I don't, but my older brother does at the junior high level. He holds the high jump record, and he's held it since 1974, so almost 20 years he's held the record there. My second question is, since you are such a country western music fan, if Garth Brooks were ever to play on the St. Helens Lions football team, what position do you think he would play? Now, we were going to do some research on that because there is a book out on Garth Brooks, and he actually did play high school football. I have no idea what position he played.
I do.
What was it?
I do believe he played tight end.
Tight end?
Tight end
Okay.
in football.
So that's probably what he'd play if he played for the St. Helens Lions. It says, I sure hope you read this letter on the air and continue on with your good work on Channel 9 station. Signed, your fan, Jacques Strapp of the Super Fans Club. And I've got one more, but we've got a phone call. We'll go to the phone call now. Go ahead, caller.
Hello.
How you doing?
All right, how you doing, Mark?
Good.
Good.
What's going on?
Oh, not a whole lot. Just hanging out.
Yeah?
Yep.
You got a question you want to ask? Or comment?
Yeah. Hey, how come you were talking to that geek for so long? It's about time you got rid of him.
Who?
That guy you were just talking to.
Who is he?
What?
Do you know who he is?
No, I have no idea.
You have no idea. You're calling him a geek on the air, but you don't know who he is. Okay.
Why is he a geek?
Oh, I thought we were talking about basketball cards, but that's all right. Never mind.
Yeah, well, we are now.
All right.
We just got off the beaten path a little bit, and
Yeah.
but that's okay. He
All right,
wanted me
that's
to
cool.
dance, but this isn't a dance show, so I don't dance a whole lot. So we got a question?
Yeah, I got a, hold on, let me turn up my volume. Okay. I got a question. I got an 89 NBA All-Star Game card. At least that's what it says. Charles Barkley.
Okay.
Well, let's see. 89, that's
That's,
easy
that's
one.
probably going up with the success he's having at Phoenix right now. I think it's
89 hoops, right?
Yep. Yeah, NBA Hoops it says.
What number is he?
What do you mean?
on the
What-
back.
on the back of the card.
What's the number on the back? Of the
34 on his uniform.
Well, as far
No.
as the card number on the back of the card itself,
All right, 96.
96.
96, so All-Star, it's a whopping 35 cents.
35
Oh, are you
cents.
serious?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't believe it. Oh, man.
Any other cards you want to know values on?
Well, not that, I don't think.
Well, they made an awful lot of 89 hoops. Unfortunately, it's still available right now. It's something that was mass-produced, and it's like getting 90 hoops, actually. It's there's quite an abundance of that still out on the market right now. Unlike the 89 Flair, now if I would have known that the 89 Flair would have been a more limited production, I would have bought that. But unfortunately, I bought the 89 Hoops because of David Robinson, but the 89 Flair is actually a much better set.
Yeah, more limited. Yeah, Flair had the right idea then of starting to limit their production a little bit. I got another letter from another guy at the Superfans, Skip Stone. He sent me a Ken Howell, autographed Ken Howell baseball card. It got a little mangled in the mail, though. Skip, if you're watching, it got a little mangled. But
Why would he send a baseball card in the mail?
huh?
Why would he send a baseball card in the mail like
They
this?
should have put it in a hard
Should have
plastic.
put it in a hard plastic,
Yeah,
some
really.
kind of protector. But I want to thank him for
What a
that.
geek.
Let Kevin hold that up or whatever. Anything else you want to comment on?
Where's that Cards Galore at? I see that on the screen there. Where's that at?
It's here in Mays Plaza.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, right. As you go in the back door of Mays Plaza, it's right there on your right.
Oh, alrighty.
Yeah. You a big card collector?
No, but I'm considering getting into it.
I'll tell you what. If you collect the right cards, if you do it as a hobby, and you do it for fun, just about anything. I mean, you can get it into just about anything. If you want to do it investment-wise, and you want to look into it a little more seriously, Mike's probably the man to talk to there.
Best thing to do is probably buy those sets, huh?
Well,
some of them yes,
well,
some no.
As Mark knows, the fun of card collecting is opening the pack and just the anticipation of getting one of the insert cards.
Right.
The market is just amazing right now because of Shaquille O'Neal, and everybody likes to open the packs just to get an insert card.
Yeah. And
Insert cards are are really an enjoyment when you get one out of a pack. A matter of fact, I got one today out of Series 2 Skybox. It was I got the Shaquille O'Neal insert card, and that's already going for $60. And I just opened up shop and opened a pack, and I got one. So it was and I showed my wife, and she says, "Well, I want half." So, she said, "Well, when do I get half so I can go shopping?"
As soon as I sell it, right?
Yeah, really. Well,
Anyway.
Probably being the year.
then I won't sell it just for that aspect.
Well, that all depends. How bad do you want to eat?
Yeah, really.
How bad do you want groceries in your cupboard?
Also, some of her earrings that she bought, she just went out and bought about God knows how many pairs of earrings, so we'll just take some of those back.
There you go. There you
Go
go.
out and eat some dinner.
All right, hey, I got a question. One more question.
Okay, go ahead.
I haven't bought a pack of cards for years and years. Do they still got that stick of gum in there?
Does baseball still do that?
No, they don't. The gum was damaging the cards, and not to mention all the little kids' teeth.
Yeah.
I've got a mouthful of cavities, and I'll attest to that from growing up. I never threw a piece of gum away. I ate every piece that I opened up, and unfortunately I got a mouthful of cavities.
Yeah.
But that's another thing you got to look for when you buy older packs of cards.
Don't eat the gum.
The gum, that card that the gum is on will be damaged, and that's another reason why they
Why they don't do it anymore.
discontinued putting gum in the packs because of the damage that it was causing to the cards.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
But,
Hey, cool, thanks.
all right, thanks a lot. I'm going to go
Alright.
ahead. What's that?
All right, thanks.
All right, thanks a lot.
Bye-bye.
Bye now. I'm going to go ahead and read this other letter that we received. This one's typed rather nicely. It's a very, very well-written letter. It says, Mark, I love your show. I am a newcomer to the St. Helens area and am glad to see such a quality sports show on TV. Well, it's the only one on TV around here other than up in Portland. It says, I appreciate your honesty and your down-to-earth opinions. I've always been an athletic supporter and I'm happy to see an even a bigger athletic supporter than myself. It says, I also watch Home Improvement and think of you as the Tim Taylor of St. Helens sports. If you think so or not, you also have a cult following. We are called the Superfans. My sports question is, with all the controversy over the Trailblazers players, such as Jerome Kersey, in what way do you think it affected the St. Helens Lions basketball team? I'm going to throw that one at Kev, because Kevin, you know, you and I did some commentary for the high school basketball. How do you think that affected them in the playoffs?
The Blazers?
Yeah. How do you think Jerome Kersey affected the way the Lions played? Did it? This is the inside story here.
Why don't you answer that one?
Why don't I?
I don't have.
Hey, don't ask me, guys.
I don't know. Apparently, this one, whoever wrote this was really deep into their thought here at the time that they wrote this, because I'm sorry, I have no answer. I don't think it affected the Lions. I think what affected the Lions was in Astoria anyway, was the referees and the fact that Astoria held the ball for five or 6 minutes in that third quarter.
Yeah, I think you had something on one of your earlier shows about whether or not high school sports should have a 20-second clock or something like that, and I
think it's a good idea.
After watching that, it's my opinion that I really think they do need a 20-second clock. I mean, that the game probably could have went either way. It probably could have went to St. Helens that night, provided the fact that if they held the ball for over 5 minutes in one shot.
We do have another phone call. I'm going to go ahead and finish reading this letter real fast. It says, will this action influence our youth? I don't know. I doubt it, but says, should we boycott the Trailblazers? Definitely not. Don't boycott the Blazers.
We don't have anything else.
That's right. I look forward to you reading this letter on live TV and to hear your reply on these pressing questions that need to be addressed by, it says, a great like you, but I don't. Yeah. Anyway, peace, and yours truly, Skip Stone of the Mark Johnson Superfans. P.S. enclosed is an autographed baseball card of my all-time favorite ball player, Ken Howell. And I thank you for that, Skip, and thanks for the letter. Keep the letters coming. We hopefully we'll get the address up on the screen before the end of the show to where you can address your letters. We have a phone call. Go ahead, caller.
Hey, Mark.
Yeah.
I want to know. I had a pretty good idea for your show. You should have like local high school sports players and stuff on your show and interview them and stuff like that.
Okay. We have done a little bit of that. We've had. some of the St. Helens Lions football players on here after they won the football championship. We've had a few of the basketball players on. Well, no, we didn't really have any basketball players on. They weren't able to make it that night, but
We did have the coaches.
Get some Scappoose people too, cause
yeah, we need to start getting some of the Scappoose people down here. It's not that I'm ignoring them or
Might cause a
anything.
riot, don't you think?
It could. It could cause a real big riot. But again, next week, like I said, we have Kermit Washington and possibly Michael Thompson coming down. Kermit for sure. Kermit will be here for sure. So definitely watch next week. We're gonna talk to Kermit a little bit about what he's been doing since retiring from the NBA and some of the products that he's in businesses that he's involved with. So it should be a really good show. You still there, caller?
No.
Nope, apparently not. Anyway, we've got a couple minutes to go here. We could probably do one or two more phone calls real quick. We do have a phone call.
All right.
Go ahead, caller. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
My question is, I was wondering, we missed the the rebroadcast of the Tillamook basketball playoff game. Are you going to be running that again?
We can. I can talk to JJ. We can. When is a good time for you to watch that?
Anytime.
Hello? You still there, caller?
Yes.
When is a good time? When would you? What nights are?
Weekend would be good.
On a weekend? We might try and get on next Saturday.
Okay, that'd be great.
At noon. Saturday at noon. Next Saturday at noon, you'll be able to see it. A rebroadcast of the St. Helens Tillamook game played down in Seaside.
Okay, that would be great. Thank you.
All right, great. Thanks for calling. Anything else? Okay.
I think she hung up.
I think she hung up. Well, we have time probably for one more phone call. If somebody wants to call in and ask another quick question to Mike about card collecting, or have a question or a comment for Kevin, now that we have brought him out of the shadows and into the limelight here a little bit.
The Phantom Sportscaster.
The Phantom Sportscaster has arrived. He is in the studio. He is with us. How do you like being out of the shadows, Kev? How do you like being on camera now?
Well, I kind of like being behind just the voice.
Just the voice,
Yeah.
you know, it's a little more mysterious.
Yes, kind of.
Yeah. But we'll get you on camera.
Got a phone call.
We have a phone call. Go ahead, caller.
Well, Mark,
Yeah.
I'm really disappointed that you let that one guy on that made fun of my best friend about he was just trying to get to know you, and that guy just called him a geek and stuff.
Well, I didn't like that. I didn't like that either. Of course, I
I'm
have
really
no-
disappointed because, you know,
Well, I
much
have no-
of us people in St. Helens just don't have much to do on Sunday nights, so we watch your show, and
Well,
I'm just disappointed that guy.
Well, I'll tell you. I'll tell you what. I appreciate the people watching the show, and I did not like the fact that he called him a geek without knowing the guy. I asked
I
him.
know,
if
he doesn't even know him, you know.
I asked him. I said, "Do you know the guy?" And he says, "No." I said, "Well, how can you call him a geek if you don't know him?" I said, "I
I
don't
think
like
that guy's got a problem.
I think so too. I really do. I
That's
think you're
a very,
right.
very slight problem.
Unfortunately, I can't really control what the people actually say on the air.
I know.
Once we get them on the air, so
I don't think that was called for, though.
I don't think so either. And but
You
anyway,
didn't by having any chance to get his phone number, did you?
no, I don't think so.
No.
You didn't recognize his voice, did you?
Hey, Mark,
Yeah.
if he's listening, Safeway at 9 o'clock.
Safeway at 9 o'clock.
We'll have that on at 10:30.
Yeah.
Videotape that.
Film at 10:30. Can we
No,
tape that?
we don't want to promote no fights or
No.
nothing, you know.
No, we're not
or
here to
drinking
promote
or
violence.
alcohol, you know. We're out here just to have
Hey,
a
you
good
did
time.
promote the fight this time, Mark.
Well,
You started it, now I'm going to settle it.
Jeez. But look, Mark, aren't you happy? No, at least some people out there willing to stick up for you. You know, you start something, they're going to finish
right.
it for
Hey,
you.
well, I appreciate that.
Do we feel better
Are
there?
you okay,
The
caller?
pizza caught in my mouth. Sorry, Mark.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I hope
Pizza.
you're okay.
Boy, I haven't had dinner yet.
haven't either.
Don't worry, honey, I'm coming home. We're
It's my AIDS cough.
I hope you aren't talking to the.
No, I'm talking to my wife. I'm talking to my wife, the one that spent all that money on earrings. Don't worry, I got enough money to cover the pizza tonight. Even though he's spent it all on earrings.
Mark.
This business is good. Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Yes, sir. Go
Does
ahead.
Mike have a dip in?
What's that?
Does Mike, you dipping?
Dipping?
Chew.
Oh, no way.
That stuff rots.
Boy, I'd be really pale in the face,
Hey,
and
you
I'd
look like
be
Lenny
swaying in
Dykstra.
my chair.
Heck,
And
with all the cavities that he's got from chewing all
All
that
that
bubble
gum
gum,
and baseball
from the baseball cards.
No way, I couldn't chew.
That's all he needs to do
Mark.
now.
Hey, Mark.
Yeah.
Don't you think Mike looks a little bit like Lenny Dykstra?
Len Dykstra?
Yeah.
All right, where's my...
I guess so. I'm not
Hey,
a
I
Lenny
wish I had-
Dykstra fan.
I wish I had his paycheck.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of nice.
Give him
Yeah.
a baseball hat and a
Take me out to the
You bet.
ballroom, folks.
You bet. Let's
Take
go
that.
for it. I'll take his place.
Mike, did you ever play pro ball?
No, I played 3 years of college and all through high school and pretty
You ever
much
play
all my life.
hacky-sack?
I'm a converted t-ball coach now.
Cool.
Oh, what team did you coach?
Well, I'm coaching Cards Galore t-ball team this year that I'm
that's
also
great.
sponsoring.
Cool.
maybe we'll have to get out there and
Cool.
pick one of
Yeah.
you.
You bet.
In fact,
You
I know.
bet.
In fact, I only know of one local player that actually made it to the big leagues, and that was Shorty Ken Ames. Ken Shorty Ames.
Was he short?
No, he was pretty tall.
I
Why'd they call him Shorty?
don't know. He was a couple years ahead of me in high school, so I really.
Is that a little locker room humor?
I don't know. Like I say, I didn't know him real
If you know
well.
what I mean, Mark.
Yes, I know what you mean. Like I say, I
Actually-
don't know him that well.
Actually, I grew up with Shorty, and his
Was he short?
no. Well, when he was younger, he was real short.
No, you know what I mean.
Oh, well, I don't have any idea about that.
He doesn't know him that well. No, he played with the Atlanta Braves, I think, for about a season, if even a full season.
Played, yeah, almost a full season.
Yeah, he got a career-threatening injury and was forced to retire. So that's the only local
Looks like
celebrity.
Shannon Shills.
Yeah, Shannon
He
Sills.
might be going big time.
Are you going to be wearing the Florence Henderson line of clothing next week?
What's that?
Are you going to be wearing the Florence...
We're running out of time. We got to wrap
Whoa,
this one up.
Mark. Mark.
What?
I can't live without watching you on the TV show, Mark.
Oh,
You gotta
jeez.
stay on for another half an hour.
Well, I appreciate hearing that.
We're
Really,
a
I do.
huge part. Mark, what are you doing after the show?
What am I doing after the show? I'm probably going to be going home. I don't
You want to
know.
come over?
I
Huh?
know his girlfriend
You want
smiling.
to come over?
Do I want to come over?
As long as
I
you
don't know.
have
My
pizza.
girlfriend's smiling. I might have a better offer, guys.
Hey, Mark, I'd
Number
like to
310 Tanglewood.
say hi to my daughter.
What was that?
Oh,
She's
okay.
watching for the first time. She's 3.
Okay.
Mark, you know where South Bachelor Flat meets Millard Road? It's the
Yeah.
house with all the burn-offs in the yard. The big green one.
Is that where you live?
Just come and knock on the door and ask for Raleigh.
Uh-oh.
Never mind.
I know
No,
who lives
don't
there, and that I don't think that would be a good idea.
Look, we're gonna have to wrap it up. I'm
Kevin.
gonna have to wrap it up.
lately?
Hello? I'm gonna have to wrap this one up. We've gone past 7 o'clock. We're gonna wrap it up. Oh,
Hi, Mallory. How you doing? I'll be home in a little bit.
okay. Mike saying hello to his daughter. We're gonna wrap this one up. Be with us next week. Michael Thompson, definitely. Kermit Washington will be here. We're gonna talk a little bit to Kermit Washington about what he's been doing, what kind of business ventures he's involved with, and we'll see what Michael's been up to if he ends up showing up. If not, we'll have a nice lengthy discussion with Kermit Washington. We'll let you call in and talk to Kermit live. So be here next Sunday at 6. Tonight I want to thank my guests, Mike Davis from Cards Galore and Kevin Thornton, my fellow commentator for high school sports.
Hey, Mark, Beans, we're both on together. We cannot end the show without our John Brown burn of the night.
You got it. Anybody want to join in?
We're going to ask everybody.
The phrase is, and we'll be back after this 60-second timeout.
And those of you at home can join in with us. This is something that Mark and I both do since I've started doing sportscasting.
Come on
so,
in. Dana wants to come in and do this with us, so.
So all
Everybody
together
join in
now.
on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
And we'll be back after this 60-second timeout.
Good night, everybody.